Still beat to hell, but it's back within its specs. We got some blumps and blurbles, and you know, I gotta go. At this point, we're so close here. I gotta start going over there, looking, maybe take some measurements. Anything in this arena, we gotta get to close, all right? This job calls for close. We want it structural and sound, which means bending it back out and getting all the folds and creases where they needed to be. It's not gonna be 100%. They don't want it. They want it to look decent and drive safely. So that's what we're gonna give them. I gotta straighten some of this out. You know, like I said, we're gonna be bouncing back and forth from side to side, looking at this, and then we'll start test fitting the rear bumper soon. Quarter panel, I mean, that all gets, I've got a very small access window, but what I'll do is I'll lay a board inside of there, put another board on it, and beat that sumbitch with my little heavy hammer. I have an actual 6-pound sledge with the same size handle, but it's not here. I forgot it at the old shop. Thank God it's behind my home so I can pick it up when I want. You can see where we pulled everything back around. It's not going to be like new, kids. It's going to look a hell of a lot better though. See, you can kind of see how this has got dimples and, you know, whatnot. So we're going to start figuring that out over here. Looks like we're really damn close. I think my next step is I've got to get this straightened out to receive the bumper cover. Make sure all the parts of it receive the bumper cover. And then I go inside and knock that dent out. And then we got some stud pulling to do. We got a stud pull in here. We'll have the stud pull in here. Do our best right there. That's going to be a major issue because it's double walled. It's real thin well here, but it is double walled still. So I can't get to that contour. We may end up, I gotta look and see what kind of steel this is. If this is boron, I can't do it. If it's not boron, I can. We may cut it here, pull it out and weld it. It may end up fiberglass for the last bit of the profile. We may have to use fiberglass in that last little bit of the profile to sculpt it. This is a 50% off deal, basically. What this car needs versus what they are willing to put in it. They could spin triple and get just about perfect. The car's not worth triple what they're paying me. We've run into an issue on the door. Fuel door. And I'll show you kind of the interior too, what we've done. This was all jammed up and flopping around. I don't know what happened, but all this did was flop around. These curtain airbags were blowing and hanging down in the breeze. So we got all the trim tucked back up. There's a curtain bag in that seat. That seat's tore open. There's nothing we can do about that. We don't seamstress shit. That is John's puppy, Buddy. He is visiting Smog and Bama and hating every minute of it because I'm on his ass. He keeps trying to run off. He's not used to freestyling it here in the shop. I'll check back later. Well, we're on this old girl here. This is the one I showed you, this little broken light. We're waiting on an axle. It's supposed to be here in the morning. We got a lot of this pulled out. We got a lot further to go. This lip is going to have to come out close to another, I'd say, ½ inch at this point. So we'll get the porta power back in there and start pulling. This is broken and there's nothing we're going to be able to do for him. Just push it right here. It'll pop it out, so forth and so on. That's the best they're going to get on this operation. We spent so much time, effort, and everything so far. There were some extra things they wanted addressed. They're not getting addressed if I run out of time, and that's really all there is to it. We don't have a choice. You've got to address the safety concerns and the major damage concerns, and if there's any time left in the budget, we move on from there. I'm shutting down for the night. It's about 5:30. I'm flat exhausted. I wanted to stay here till about 9 and keep working. I went so far as to get paint delivered for that. I'm not going to do good work. I ran the numbers so far. We are making what we need to margin-wise with what we're doing. But it's slim. It's rough. You folks have a good night. Everybody in this area, stay safe. Lots of shit getting damaged with this storm. New axle. The axle inside is not bent. We got a tweak here and here, but that's the outer casing. It should be marvelous. The brake lines came loose just fine. I slid the little keeper pins and got those out of there. The current debate is, do we do the emergency brakes, plumb them up into the car, or do them here? Don't know yet. We got a lot of this pulled out. John did a great job getting these sections pulled back out. This has still got to come out almost a ½ inch from looking at the other side of the car. So we're there, a little more forward to power. Right now John is busy getting this axle dropped. We'll compress those springs so they don't rifle at us, or at the very least hold them taut, so when it does drop it doesn't spring out and hurt somebody or kill a stupid dog. We're having troubles right now. Your shock has the ring at the bottom of it, a rubber bushing inside of that, and then a steel spacer, like crushed spacer inside of that, and they're all epoxied together. The steel ring doesn't want to come off the bolt inside of this one. So we got it shot down with PB Blast, so you can see I made a fucking mess. That's our next step, is to get these shocks off, which are going to involve a heavy hammer and a pickle fork more than likely. We'll do what we can. This job doesn't get new shocks, so we have to save these. There's nothing we can do about it. Alright folks, we're back on the Nissan. The new rear axle is hung and plumb. We got some work to do there. Not a ton, and I got something with the exhaust I got to deal with. I don't know yet. This is the rear quarter. Skimming it out now. Don't write in on this video and say, oh, that looks fucking good. Oh, hey, good job. Don't try to flatter with compliments, because it'll look good for now. It's not good. There were 2 directives I was given when figuring that job by the owner. Alright? I'm waiting for some mud to dry, so I'm shooting film and smoking a cigarette. Best I got today. 2 directives I got from the owners. Well, really 3, and they only got 2. Cheap. And do not replace that quarter panel. That quarter panel needed cut off and started over. There's so much fiberglass and plastic in it, it will crack out. The girl's gonna drive it to school and to work. Young lady, 19, 20. She has been a pain in the butt because her life is a pain in the butt. Now, I don't know why after 9 months of that car sitting, they just now decided all this was pertinent. I don't know, folks. I don't know. We've got a situation right now that everything's running behind. The van will make sure it goes out Sunday, period. That car, we have quite a few cost overruns. you do. So we'll get it back on the road safe, we'll get it back on the road cheap, and we'll get it back on the road looking decent. That's all I promise her. We're going to invest all of our time making it roadworthy and safe, and getting that quarter section and everything pulled out like it belongs. Whatever time we got left after that, we'll put into other things.